Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So just starting my day with my normal morning routine, having my coffee. Have a look at this design, by the way. That is a flame, maybe? Also having my cucumber water and then just responding to a few emails. Huge thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. Really appreciate their continued support here on the channel. Squarespace is where I built 7mlctraining.com, which is basically the hub of my brand. So you can access my Instagram there, YouTube, my podcasts, my programs, blog posts, everything is on there. So if you have a brand or a business and you have been considering building a website, I would recommend checking them out. It's so easy to make a professional looking website using their tools, using their templates. So make sure you check out the link in my description, www.squarespace.com/7mlc, and you can get 10% off your first website. Today's training schedule, I'm going to head over to the pitch in about 30 minutes or so, meeting up with a few of my teammates. So if you watched my last video, you'll know that we're able to train in small groups here in New York. So a few of my teammates and I were just taking advantage of that. It's a little bit windy, I must say, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to capture any of the sound because my shotgun mic broke, but I'm still going to film everything, and I might just put some music over or maybe a voiceover to explain what we're going to be doing, but I'm really looking forward to it. So just going to sit here, finish up my coffee, and then we'll get over to the pitch. Wow, I need a haircut so bad. Good session, very, very windy, so we were up against it, but always good to get out here with the boys, get some touches in, and we worked hard at the same time. So gonna go home now, get a good meal because we haven't eaten yet. It's about 11 o'clock. Been out there since 9, so definitely built up an appetite. So yeah, let's go. So this is what's on the menu for breakfast, having an omelette with about 2.5 eggs in there because we put 5 in there and me and Becca are splitting it. And then avocado toast on sourdough bread. So in the omelette there's spinach, there's some onions, tomatoes, peppers, lots of good stuff. And then I'm making my smoothie. These are the layers. I've got a whole banana, I've got some mixed frozen berries, some almond butter, some protein powder. I'm gonna put this almond yogurt in there, and then also some oat milk, and then having more of my cucumber water. So that's breakfast, and then after I've eaten that, I'm gonna go downstairs and do a little recovery session. I'll take you guys down and show you everything that I do. So just came downstairs into the basement to do my recovery. It's a bit colder, a bit more refreshing down here. So I'm gonna do my stretching first, and then I end with my foam rolling. That's the order I like to do them. Lengthen out those muscle fibers, then give them a good quality massage with the foam roller. So this is the foam roller I'm going to be using. I like to use one with ridges. I just feel like that gets deeper into the tissue. If you don't have access to a foam roller, you could use something like a tennis ball or a smaller football, like a size 1, and fully inflate it. I only really use a tennis ball when I've got a really tight area, like a knot or something, and I want to get really deep into that muscle tissue, really quite intense. So I'm just going to set up my camera, then I'll get into the stretching first. For each stretch I'm holding it for about 20 to 30 seconds, and I get gradually deeper into the stretch. So I start kind of light and then ease into it slowly, and then once I feel like it's at a point where I can't go any further, I try and hold that for at least 20 seconds. So overall about 20 to 30 seconds with a bit of a gradual start to it. So I like to listen to music. I have my water next to me as well as a good reminder to stay hydrated. I'll show you every stretch and every foam rolling exercise I do, and you guys can do this in your own time. So let's get into it. So there we go guys, that's the recovery session complete. As you can see, I'm actually sweating. It is quite intense, to be fair. Obviously it's not a workout as much, but it's kind of like a yoga session. You're holding these poses, you do raise the heart rate a little bit, so expect to get a little bit of a sweat on it. It is quite intense. Not the most fun I've ever had, but it's so important to do these kinds of things. It's just going to prolong your careers. It's going to help you perform better on the pitch and help you recover a lot quicker from intense training sessions. So I typically will do this about 3 times a week, sometimes 4 if it's been really intense, but play around with it. Every athlete's different, so listen to your own body. Also, I'm not sure if I mentioned before I started, if you noticed I was kind of rotating on the foam roller. That was just trying to tackle more muscle fibers, because your muscles are quite big, so they have a huge surface area. If you're only going in one plane back and forth, you're only massaging one part of the muscle. So try to rotate and you're going to cover a larger surface area. But I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Another thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. And as mentioned, if you do have a brand or a business and you're thinking about getting a website, check out Squarespace. They make it so easy to build a really professional looking website. I get questions all the time asking me who designed my website. I did it all myself, but thanks to Squarespace and their templates, they make it look like someone did it for you professionally. So as mentioned, if you want to take your brand to the next level, check out Squarespace. The link's going to be in my description, www.squarespace.com/7mlc, 10% off your first website. But if you did enjoy today's video, make sure you smash that like button, hit the subscribe button for weekly training videos, and I will see you guys in my next video.